Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you are enjoying all your moments, or as many as you possibly can. I am enjoying mine as many as I possibly can. And and one of the things I enjoy doing is the ATC exchange. It was a shock to me, as I've said probably a couple of times, that I would enjoy it as much because I was a little nervous about the whole thing. So I'm super excited about doing 2025 ATC, the Four Seasons Exchange. If you want to know more about it, anyone here, please let me know, or you can check on the playlist. There's a 2025 ATC Exchange playlist, and anything that has to do with it will be any video that has anything to do about that will be in that playlist. Anyways, blah blah blah. I want to finish my ATC before I go away on my girls trip to Palm Springs and California. I guess we're staying like right outside of Palm Springs, but it's like right by Palm Springs, so we say Palm Springs. I learned that recently. So let's see where I left off and what I've done are two different things. So I did add, after that last video, I went ahead and I attached some things. So I've got my ribbon on there. I added some glitz and glam. I used my stickles and I used my, what do you call it? Glossy accents. I'm just having fun playing with them. I'm late to the game on having those types of items, and so I'm having a lot of fun. I decided I'm going to go ahead and trim those little edges off there. So, I did some sewing on here, and I do like it. When I look back at this, I thought, oh my gosh, I did it again. I do this often. I find the backgrounds, I'm chatting, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and I just glue everything down. Boom, boom, boom. And I thought, oh, I forgot to add anything to my backgrounds. So I want to add something to the background of this. I'm going to try, but I don't want it on her stuff as much as possible. I'm going to try to be off of that. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Let's get this started. I want to grab some ink, and hopefully I have the color that I want. There we go. I think this is the color that I want. It is the acid-free archival ink coffee color. I think this is it. I think so. Yeah, I wanted something light in the background. That might be too light. And I just wanted some words to pop on there a little bit, you know. So let me grab my little container of my little archival inks. This one is the dark ground espresso. It's not dark ground, it's ground espresso. It is a darker brown. Yeah, I want it to show up a little bit. So I'm going to use this one and just see if I can get some words on here. Yeah, we can go all the way down the side there. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to stamp her a little bit. We'll see what happens. It might not even show up on her because I think her arm it will show up though. Anyhow, I just wanted something, you see what I'm saying? Like it gives it just a little bit more dimension. We can go sideways there. And then maybe some down here. Sideways. There we go. That's a little bit better. I do like that a little bit better. Part of my mind is saying to do something on this side, but I don't want to. Do I outline? I don't know. I might regret it. I can always do a new card, but the whole point of me doing this right now is so that it will be done before I leave for my trip. Here, this is a micron, archival ink micron pens. I love these. They come in different nib sizes. This is a size 5. I have almost all my pens, all my microns packed. So I was just thinking, maybe if I just outline her a little bit more over here on this side. I don't know if I'm liking that, but I started, so gotta finish. It's just a little bit anyways. Okay, yeah, I do like it. I'll lock it. Can't talk. Don't know what I'm doing. My thoughts are stuttering. I have stuttering thoughts. Okay. I'm just going to follow So this was a fussy cut. If you have not watched the first part of this ATC, this is a fussy cut part out of a calendar. So I'm able to press my pen up against it. There we go. And hoping I don't fall off my line. And then now I'm going to go on her there and just outline that, and then maybe outline some of these just to make those lines darker, since that one's darker there. Okay, I'm feeling it now. Is that all it takes? You just gotta play a little bit until you feel it. I mean, honestly, even if I had to start it again when I got back from my trip, I have time to do it as far as the date that it needs to be due on. But that means other things that I have planned have to be pushed back. Not to say they won't be anyways. So, my friends, we went ice fishing, and I caught 0 fish. Jason caught 1. Isn't that funny? He went the 2 weekends before the fishing, before the Derby. He went up by himself and he caught 2 really nice size fish. And then the next weekend he went, and then he took me, so I can go and practice and know what it's like and whatever. And because I'd never been before. And he caught 2 fish. I caught 0. And on the Derby, he caught 1. And I caught 0. Okay, yeah, I do like that. I think it helps pop her up a little bit, so I'm getting some dimension there. But it was really, really fun. And guess what? I controlled my liquid intake, and I never had to use the bucket. But I told him all the awesome tips that you gave me, Angie. Thank you, Angie. Hi, Angie. And they had, oh my gosh, I told him what you said. What'd you say about the paper towels and the ring, the noodle, the pool noodle? And he just like, it's so funny because he just like stares at me for a second or just looks off. So I'm thinking like, did he hear me? Does he think what I said is silly? And then, but he didn't this time. When he did his office, did his little stare, and then he goes, genius. I'm like, I'll let her know you called her a genius. He goes, yeah, make sure. So that was so funny. However, I didn't have to use the bucket. I was so happy because there was a lot of people, and the tent that we had, I did a little video of it. Maybe, I don't know if I posted it yet. I might not post it. Maybe I will. I don't know if I haven't yet. I'm so confused. It was kind of small. I mean, like it's fine, but it is kind of small. I like room. I felt a little claustrophobic in that tent. So I think Jason at first, he was like, no, it's fine. But I think after trying to fit with me in there also and trying to get around and do stuff, like he's 6 foot. He's just like a smidgen under 6 foot, but that's tall. And what he was wanting after we were in there for a bit, and after he had to get in and out a couple times, he realized he would like one that's a little bit something that's taller. I was like, oh, I never even thought about the height. I'm only 5'2", so I was like, it was plenty high enough for me. I said, but I would like a little bit more, like, I don't know, like elbow room. Like, it would have been nice to have, and I told him, I go, I know this sounds silly. I was thinking, but it would be nice to be able to put like a little cot in here. Because I don't mind going fishing for the entire day with him. Like, I enjoy spending time with him, but I won't fish the entire time. Like, I have to have some time, like to maybe watch a video, maybe do some writing, some drawing, some reading, just something. But I want to be comfortable doing it, and I don't want to be in a cramped, upright sitting position. That for hours and hours and hours. I can do like a couple hours, and that's it. And then I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. So he was kind of thinking the same thing. So he was thinking, because those fishing tents are so expensive, he was thinking about maybe just getting a regular tent, like a nice, like a big, like a day tent kind of thing. But I think the reason why those fishing tents are so nice is because I think they have that extra padding to keep it warm in there. But we would have a heater anyway, so I don't know. We'll have to see what he thinks. He's thinking of like a taller tent, and then we'll just cut out the floor ourselves, and then we can spike it or whatever, or heavy things on it on the ice on the inside and the outside, blah, blah, blah. All that to say, we had fun. I did win a prize though, for like raffling the raffle buckets that we put some things in. So I won something. Jason won. His name got called 3 times. He won 3 different things. So that was kind of cool. And, we had breakfast there. We had lunch there. We came home and, our heater wasn't working. And I asked him, I said, did you test all this stuff out? He goes, yes. He, like, kind of like irritated with me. Like, why would you even ask me? Like, of course I tested everything. He did not, my friends. He did not test it the way he's supposed to test it. I knew he didn't. I don't know why. I trusted him. Anyhow, it was fine though. Between the 2 of us in there, it was fine. We were warm enough. It was chilly. Our toes were cold, but yeah, it was fine. But he was trying to get it working, and it's this little heater thing, and it has like this little propane thing on there, and you have to twist this dial and push it down, push this button, blah, 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 get the little pilot going. And then he uses his other little flaming thing on the propane flaming thing. I don't know what they're called. So he's trying to get that after the pilot that gets hit, trying to get that to like get going, whatever. It's like this screen that gets heated. I was not getting inside the tent. He was doing it on the outside, and then he thought maybe it was too cold and there was a little bit of a wind, and that's why it wasn't working. So he decided to go inside the tent to do it. I decided to stay outside and freeze while he was doing that because there's no way. He goes, you can come inside. I was like, what in the heck? No. I go, you have that flame thing going. He goes, that's okay. He goes, you can just sit down right there. I'm like, and I said, no, thank you. I feel the clothing that I'm wearing, you know, like my snowsuit and stuff. I feel that I'm very flammable, and I don't want to be next to that. I'll wait out here, but thank you, kind sir. He's like, okay. I'm standing out there waiting, and I'm laughing. I'm like pre-laughing because I already know what happened. I'm like, he's like trying to get this lit and trying to get this lit. And I knew he was like kind of holding it on there. I'm just putting some of these little spots. I had to put something over. I had to bring some of the brown over. Oh my God, over here too. And I hear him make like this weird noise, like, or whatever. And I seen the flamey thingy, whatever, the propane with the flamey thingy. I see it fly out of the tent. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry if you can't understand me. I seen it fly out of the tent all of a sudden, and I just like, what the heck? And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I wasn't. I'm so glad I was smart enough to not stand right in front of that darn tent opening. And he was like rubbing his hand, and he goes, oh my God, he goes, I burnt myself. And I go, I knew something was going to happen. I go, that's why I didn't want to get in there with you. You're scaring me. I said, so can we be done with that thing? Yes. I'm like, good. So I set it up right outside with our other stuff. And I thought, I'm not taking that thing's not going back in there. He went outside to go do something, and he came back in and he brought that with him. And I said, I'm telling you right now, if you light that thing up, I don't want to be in here. You tell me. You give me the heads up, mister. All right. I like that better. So I did add some washi tape, and then I ended up gluing that down without anything underneath it. And I fussy cut a butterfly out, and I put that on top. I like it. I do really like it. So I just wanted to add a little bit more things here. I wish I would have paid more attention when I laid it down, because I think it would have been nice to put some, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to just put these up there for a minute. I also decided with the stitching, when I stitched all the way around it. Oh, I did that as well. So I stitched this as I ruffled it up. I had the threads that I pulled off, and I just pushed them all down there. I made a little bow, and I put it right there. I now want to cover up the stitching on the back. I just don't think it really adds to the whole pretty page. So I was thinking about just adding another one of these on here, which still, it's not going to be too thick. I can add that. There won't be any stitching on the back, which is fine, but it gives me plenty of room to write. Maybe what I'll do, since I already was using it to stamp off on, I'll go ahead and continue to do some of that. What do y'all think? But, oh, I know, the edges can be dark. and then, and light. Because I have to write on it. So if it's too dark, I can just do something else. Or I can also put a little piece of paper on there too. Oops. I'm turning the thing different ways for the writing so that it doesn't matter if it's upside down or not, you know, because they're both going upside down and forward. There we go. Maybe, whoops, settle down. Maybe using another color that's a little bit lighter. I don't know if that does anything. It's the same stamp. Okay, I'm just like a little overdoing it. Oh, when we first got to the, this is kind of funny. I think it was funny. It was kind of embarrassing. I did it on accident, and I think it would have been better if I did it on purpose, but it was on accident. We got in line. I was so excited. First of all, let me tell you, my friends, I was so tired and so excited, and it was so dark when we left the house to get up there that I wasn't even paying attention to what I was wearing when we went inside the Grange to go do our do our registration sign-in thing, get our tickets and all that stuff, and get our tags so that we can go fishing. Okay, that's just too hard to pull off there. Let's do this one. So I had my long johns on. I had my long john shirt and I had my long john pants. And I did have a pair of like leggings over my pants. But they're all like skin tight. Like I look like I'm wearing a cat suit. I do not have the body for a cat suit. You can see I have lots of secrets that I really always wanted to keep secret. And the secrets are out. Secrets are out, my friends, let me tell you. So we went in there and I was fine because I had my big old coat on, which was nice and comfy and warm. We will go into the Grange and it's really super warm, and we're going to be in there for a minute, and I didn't realize. I was just so excited and nervous about the whole thing. I wasn't paying much attention. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there now. And it's very grungy on the back. Do I want to add yellow, I think? Oh yeah, okay. I wanted to add yellow because I think of yellow in the spring. It's just very bright and cheery. Lots of sunshine. Okay, I like that. Ooh, this right here is coming together. This should be my, this should be my ATC. See, that's a background that I wanted to create. What I meant when I said I wanted to create a background also, not just one that's all done for me. I wanted to do it myself too. That's all right, that'll work. Still looks good. So anyways, we go inside there and we're sitting down and we're getting hot. And well, before that, we're standing in line. And there's these guys come in behind us and they're like, oh yeah, everybody's excited. Like, we're going to go fishing. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, you're going to go catch some fish. I go, I hope so. I said, I hope so. So I turn around, Jason's signing us in. I turn around and I'm facing these guys that are standing right in front of me. And I say, yeah, I hope so. He brought me up last weekend, for a practice. And I said, he caught 2 fish and I didn't catch any. And he caught his fish right next to my hole. And then we just locked eyes and it felt like 5 minutes, but it was probably like just 2 or 3 very long seconds. Just stared at each other and I was like, oh. I go, that didn't come out. I go, that doesn't sound right. And I turned around and ignored him for the rest of the time we were in there. Oh my gosh. But anyways, it's fine. It's fun. It's all in good fun, right? On accident, if not. Anyhow, so now we're sitting down and I take off my coat because I'm super hot and I'm really hot now because I'm flushed with embarrassment because I thought, gosh, you just sound like a weirdo, Sandra. Why do you have to make everything so awkward? Like, why? So now here I am, all awkward again, and I'm sitting down and I'm getting it together and I'm like, okay, I feel better. So we get up from the table. It's time to go eat. Time to go and get in line to go pay. It's an all you can eat, like a pancake breakfast. There's eggs and stuff too. Anyways, so we go in there to do that. I need to pay attention right here. I'm going to recut these holes, but I want them to be glued down. That's okay. Let's see if this works. So we go inside the thing and I have my coat off. And now all I'm wearing, and I don't even think about it, all I'm wearing is this freaking cat suit thing that I created. And I'm just like laughing and talking, and I'm like, I'm not hiding anything with my arms or my hands. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, there's no like extra, I'm like being normal. I'm being like a normal person that's wearing normal clothes, except for I'm not a normal person and I'm not wearing normal clothes. So, and I never realized this until the end of the day when we go back in again. And we've been fishing all day. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm taking my coat off because it's so hot. And I take my coat off. We're gonna have lunch now too. And I go to the bathroom, and I walk in the bathroom in my cat suit thing that I created. It's not really a cat suit, but it feels like it is. And I look in the mirror. I'm like, what? Who are you? Why are you dressed like this? Where's the rest of your clothes? And I did take a sweatshirt to put on over my long john shirt that comes down lower, has a little pocket in the front, some butterflies, like whatever, just some extra clothing so that I don't look like I'm wearing pajamas or something. It's just weird. I just felt so awkward and weird. But there I was stuck in there, and I wasn't going back out in the cold and fighting through all the people to get back outside just to go get that sweatshirt in a bag that was buried underneath a whole bunch of stuff in the truck now at this point because we had packed everything up. Oh my gosh. That was a long story. I'm so sorry. But yeah. I'm like, well, I decided as I was sitting there stuck in my catsuit outfit, and and then I won a prize. So I had to walk up past everybody up to the front to go get it. So I was like, I just sucked it up, man. I just sat up straight, and I thought, you know what? Nothing looks worse than somebody who is completely uncomfortable in their skin and it's like hunched over. Like, I shouldn't say nothing looks worse, but that I would look worse. And so I thought, I am confident. I am a confident woman. And you know what? I earned all my secrets. I earned them with kids and cookies. All of it I enjoyed. So I'm gonna strut my stuff up there, and that's what I did. I just got up and I just did a Sandra strut, which is not really a strut. It's more like a just a walk. And I just walked up there with a big smile, and then I realized that as I was smiling, because I'm always smiling, it's hard to stop smiling. Especially if I'm nervous, I smile even more. And so I realized as I'm smiling that people they're drawn to the smile. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's what they're looking at. Nobody's looking at my secrets or my my catsuit outfit. Unless they're looking at the backside, which I'm hoping that all those, what do you call them, squats and lunges have helped enough back there so that that's not too, oh my gosh. Ugh! This is too thick, and I want that punch. There you go. So, I'm probably going to nick her elbow finally now, because I had put it over to begin with on accident. We'll see. There we go. Ooh. Okay, come on. There we go. There we go. Yep, and I did a little bit, but that's okay. It's the way it's supposed to be. I like it, my friends. I'm really liking this. I do feel like I need a little something in the corners. Oh my gosh, what about like those little book corners? Would they work? And let's see, I was able to find them so easy because they're labeled. What if I put these little tiny ones on there? I wonder if they'll work. I can't put them on the other side, but I don't need them on the other side. I just need them on one side. And then that gives it a little extra something there. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I'm going to put those on. Is that the only color I have? I have for the little tiny ones. Yeah, I think they are. I think I used to have other colors. Well, these aren't really tiny, but yeah, there's more of a, I can pinch them down, kind of like that. Let's see, what else do we have here to play with? I want it to be spring-like, but still like, oh, I like that one. See, I have this, I used some of this tape right here. All I did was tear a piece off, and then I tore strips down and just put it in a few different spots going throughout. Let's see. So anyhow, the fishing was fun. I really enjoyed it. I think I will do it again if we have a bigger tent. Oh, I kind of like that one. I feel like that one just covers the whole corner up nicely. I know I have another one. I think everything I have in here I have 2 of at least, if not 4. Let's go this way. This might be it. You know, I like them. I feel like they don't stand out. So for this piece here, I kind of want whatever I put there to also stand out. I have these ones right here. Nope, I don't want that. That's not going to be it. Maybe it is the gold ones, because they're shiny and sparkle. They made me think of the sun. Maybe that's what I'll do. Spring inspired. So spring inspired, like I've got like all these little flowers and butterflies. I just feel like it's very springy to me. And then I've added all my elements, which are the ribbon, hearts, and words. And I have words with the stamp plus the word embrace. Okay, and then I'm going to put these little corners on. I do like them. I'm going to add a little bit of glue, I think, because I don't want them to come off. What glue will I use? I think I'm going to use the glossy accents. Doesn't glossy accents also stick to metal? Let's see. Paper crafts, mixed media, and home decor. Because this is also a glue. It's also something to hold something together, right? Accents can also be used as an adhesive of lightweight objects to porous surfaces. I don't know. Doesn't say. What about this one right here? This is the adds dimension. Do not see it. Cleans up with soap and water. Okay. This is the one I like to use because it does glue to metal also. It's just so hard to get out of there. I'm going to use this pokey tool here. There we go. And I'll stick a little bit inside here. And then on that side too. I know you're probably thinking it's just a piece of paper and a card, but I don't want it to fall apart. I don't think that it will anyways, but you know, I have the glue, so why not be safe? Oh my gosh, my friends, guess what? Guess what? Can you guess? I was doing some cleanup, trying to get things together, and I knocked over. I have my cart that has all my stuff for my friends that I try to keep organized somewhat, like with an envelope in front so I know who sent what, because you know, obviously not everything in any of the Happy Friendship shares that I've ever received can you possibly put your name on things, on everything. And there's things that my friends you have bought me, or you have bought and have in your stash and shared with me. And you can't obviously have your name on everything, but I wanted to try. I'm trying to keep track of like, oh, who sent me what. So when I use it, I can say thank you again, and you know, so you see it and you know I'm using the stuff you sent me. Anyhow, I knocked the whole thing over and it went whew, everywhere. Everything is scattered. And now I have no idea. Some of it stayed together in like their little piles and most of it did not. So I'm going to be crafting. It was in my stuff to craft with. So 2 things. One is I realized, oh, here's where all that stuff is that I've been wanting to use. I've had plenty of things to play with, but because I had them stashed in here to go through later and put them in all these places, I have never done it yet because, you know, time has not been on my side because I'm slow. I am slow. Anyhow, I haven't been using them. So I was like, oh my gosh, I want to use these things. And so while I went to go grab everything, my hands, crazy. I just knocked everything over. Things went flying. I went to go grab, boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh. Now I have this huge mess. Well, not anymore. I cleaned it up. I don't know why I did that. I have another one I got to put on here. So I'm going to be using stuff. So you're going to hear me often say, I got this from my friend, but I don't know who. So please, when I use stuff, if I don't say that, you can say in the comments, I don't mind. I love to hear it. I sent that to you. Oh, that was part of my stash. I'm glad you're using it, you know. And feel free to not say anything at all if you don't want to. You don't have to. I don't want to put you on the spot. But I love knowing, and I know that I have lots of friends. I have all the envelopes. I have envelopes. I know people who sent stuff to me. I just don't know from what to what. Some of the things I do, some of the things I don't. And if it was handmade and signed, then of course I do. And I have a lot of things that were sent, that were made, that I want to keep those pieces, but I want to make from the inspiration of you. I want to make some, but I want to keep the ones you made to put in my book, you know, for me, so that I can look at it and see it. Oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna squeeze this on here. Hopefully I get it on there good. That's a lot of glue. This stuff dries really clear. I had a piece of paper and on the side here, I forgot and I threw it away. I was gonna show it to you. I had a whole clump of, I guess I can do it again. It dried clear. It dried like in a bubbly clear, because I had a lot of it right there. And it looked almost like the glossy accents. That's why I was thinking glossy. Why do I keep calling it glossy? Glossy accents. See, I'm messing up my furry thing there. I think I want to put something else there. So this may be done and it may not be done. I may put something else there. And I do need to sign the back of it. But for the most part, I think this is done. I want to go inside here with some color. Maybe I'll do the yellow inside there as well. I'm just mixing colors because why not? But I want it to match on this side as well. See, there we go. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? I love this side. I'm like in love with this side right here for the background. Just love this. I just want to make paper like this. Oh. Oh. Do you ever feel that way about something? Just, oh. Sometimes I wonder if Jason, when he gets home and I don't know it and he's just up there, I wonder, can he hear me down here? Is he wondering like, oh, she must be making something good. Okay. Oh yeah. See, I'm gonna change up some of this pink on this edge here. I can see it, and I don't want it to be super pink there. There we go. I'm getting it on my ribbon. That's okay. I don't even know if it's gonna stay. It's kind of a shiny paper, so we'll find out when somebody gets it and they're like, "Oh, my hands turned yellow." Thanks, Sandra. Thank you. Thank you so much. There we go. All right. All right, my friends. I think this is pretty cool. I like it a lot. I'm going to let that just sit for a second. Oh, I want to show you something else. There was a vendor at the, I want to show you a couple things. There was a vendor up there at the fishing derby, and which I was really confused. I got to look it up. They said it was the 21st fishing derby, but they kept saying the first one started in 2005. That was when they held their first one, was 2005. And they kept saying that this is the 21st fishing derby. I don't understand that math. I know I'm not a mathing person, but somebody please help me, because it's driving me crazy. But there was a vendor up there, and she had these earrings, and oh my gosh, fell in love with them for lots of reasons. One of them, they were on sale. She said, everything's $10 each. Okay, see the prices? $10 each. I didn't have to pay $18. She said normally she doesn't do sales like that, but the camper that the kids were, or her nephew, somebody in the family wanted to use for the fishing derby, had all her stuff in it. So she's like, go ahead. And she just took everything out, and she's like, I'm just going to put a vendor table up and I'll just sell everything. So she didn't have to put it back. She's hoping to sell as much as possible. So $10 each. Second thing, super lightweight. Like, these are so lightweight. I don't like to wear heavy earrings because they hurt. I'm a big baby. And so they were lightweight. Then the third thing, I was like sold on this part. She says this is all, she goes, oh, a little thing. She goes, everything on all her jewelry is recycled. And I thought, recycled jewelry, like booty bingo. That's a whole different thing. Sorry, guys. Like pirate booty. But I was thinking in my head, and she goes, so then she goes on to tell me, she says, what they are is recycled. This is from wiring from a house. Her husband had some old wiring. He stripped it down, and these are the coppery pieces that came out, and he twisted them up. He twisted them up and made these cool pieces, and then she turned them into earrings. Isn't that so cool? So when they said, and I was like, oh my gosh. this is like right up my alley. Like, I love all this stuff. These right here are recycled, and this is from either like some sort of leftover roofing or flashing, is that what it's called? Anyways, something from like construction. And it's real copper. And so, and then he just pounded them out, hammered them out. Aren't they gorgeous? Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I can actually take them, since I know how to do jewelry stuff a little bit, I can pull that apart and I can flip those around depending on what way I want them to show up on my ears, right? So, oh my gosh, isn't that so cool? So I can have that hammered look, or I can turn it around and I can have that real rustic look of the copper. But I'll probably just leave them as is. So I got that one and that one. And then these ones, she said these are actually recycled from her mother. So this lady was older than me, probably not by much. And her mother used to work at Nordstrom. So these are over 40 years old. And they were earring pieces that were some broken jewelry that she had. And then she added jump rings and just kind of mashed it all up. And then she has these cute earrings. So I love them. And apparently I love round things. Because these are the three that I chose. I was only going to get one pair. They were between 18 and 20 something dollars. I was going to buy one pair. And then she said they were all $10. So I was like, I'm going to buy two pair. And then she said they were recycled. And I was like, oh, I don't know which ones to pick. So Jason just bought all three of them for me. So those are my new earrings. I love them. I'm so excited. I just wanted to share that with you. I thought it was so super cool. And I know that my friends here that like do recycle and do things like that and make things would appreciate that. All right, my friends, I am done now with my ATC. The only thing I have to do now is sign the back. And I think I might just leave this whole thing as is and do it in a nice dark black. I don't know if 5. I think it's very thin. So I'm going to probably do maybe like a size 8. It's a little bit thicker. Yeah. But I don't think it's either going to be an 8 or a 10, but I'm not going to do that today. I'll show you on the when we do the exchange. But for now, I am done. I hope you're having fun making your ATCs. I say I'm done. It doesn't mean I might not add something to it, because I still feel like this corner might need a little something extra. I might just put a little bit more fuzz or maybe some sequins or something like that. We will see. But until then, my friends, I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.